Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eric Langkamp, also known as Tricky Hunter. You might notice I've got a bit of a cold going on this evening, but I thought I'd show you guys what I've been working on. It's been a while since I've had an update for you, and the fruits of my labor here um, aren't all that impressive to look at, but the underlying things that were necessary to be able to get this far uh, are what's impressive. So let me go ahead and increase this size so you can really see. All right, so I've got the start to uh, an AI match setup, so I can actually click AI match and it'll fire things up. And just like usual, you got your map spawning in and everything, but there actually is an AI mech in here with me. You'll notice that no one else joined the game, and as you'll see, the turns change here. It actually posts as AI here, and what I've got so far is it's actually interacting properly. By some miracle, I finally got past the problem areas. So, as it turns out, when I initially put this thing together, I wasn't really thinking about integrating an AI. And that's been a massive pain in my ass. Um, so, let me actually get out of this mech's way. And you'll notice I'll turn here, and he'll take his turn. As soon as I end my range combat, he'll go ahead and keep moving forwards. So this is a really, really simple demonstration, but all it's doing right now is choosing to move forwards each time, and it's doing so via the ghost system, the same way that we move back and forth like this. The AI is going through the same process, so it's actually interacting with the interface that the user interacts with, and I had to do a lot of rework in order to make it possible to not have to cheat the system. I wanted to make sure that it utilized all of the systems that we've got. I've got a series of other fixes too. You might have seen in previous video that I've got the new line of sight system baking in place. I've got and I've alluded to this, I'm just going to go out and say it. I've got a new random number generator in place. Um, it's going to work more like real dice rather than the pure random between 2 and 12 when you're doing dice rolls. It fits more with the actual statistics and probabilities of the original game a lot better. Um, as you can see, I've got the AI match button in place. You might have noticed when I logged in, I actually fixed a thing with being able to press tab and going straight to the password. That was really messing with me because I'm so used to being able to quickly enter username and password, and I kept having to touch my mouse, and it was so irritating to me. And then Dark Seraphim at one point, he had found, with the help of Rommel, an issue with mechs not restarting when overheating. And that has been a massive, massive problem. And I couldn't figure out why, for the life of me, that was happening. And as it turns out, I wasn't doing a logic check correctly. And after finally doing a bunch of AI matches to just slowly get things going and make sure I could destroy mechs, I overheated a couple of mechs and ended up finding the problem. So that should be resolved as well. The next step is to actually get the AI choosing to do stuff rather than being told to just move forward every time, like you're seeing here. And melee. Rather than him just going one step at a time. The next element is to add some pathfinding, which is actually the first thing I worked out. Ironically, when I was first thinking about the AIs, I was initially thinking about doing all the pathfinding and what to do when you encounter an enemy. What that's called is essentially a state machine, given a set of inputs, what the mech is going to do. And I've got that all out on paper. Now it's just a matter of changing it over to an actual worthwhile process. So I've got a ways to go, but this is like, you have no idea how elated I am just to see it choose to move forward on its own without prompting from me. Um, it makes for, really simple moving forward. I don't have to I shouldn't have to rework the system. From this moment on, it's all new code rather than rehashing old stuff, and it took me forever. So if you guys have any questions or input or come across any more glitches in the current build, please let me know. I will be trying to get this out hopefully in the next week, as long as I don't run into any more problems. So, as always, you can catch me on Discord or Facebook. And if you haven't already signed up on Patreon, be sure to do so, because the first people to get the chance to fight AI and reap the benefits of that will be the people with development build access. So, as always, I'll catch you guys later, and thanks for all the support.